We're live.
All right, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, back at home. We are here live at Hatfield Ice Arena here in the suburbs of Philadelphia for the championship game of the Mid-Atlantic Summer Super Series tournament. This tournament consisted of 14 teams where only the top 8 have advanced to the quarterfinal round. And of course, as you know, your Raleigh Raptors have made it all the way here to the finals. To recap the action here in Philadelphia, your Raptors had played in 5 games, 3 preliminary ones on Friday and Saturday, where the Raptors first had a tie, then a victory of 2-1, then another victory of 9-2, and then a quarterfinal game last night where the Raptors had a 10-1 victory. And then earlier this morning was a semifinal game where the Raptors moved on with a score of 3-1, and now the Raptors are awaiting to take the ice as they will face the Genesis Hockey Club. The Raptors previously played the Genesis Hockey Club in a prelim match where the score for that was 2-1, so it was a very close game, and I would arguably say that these are the 2 best teams in this tournament. Referees are now on the ice and are putting the nets into place, and once that is set, the teams will take the ice and get underway with the warm-ups. We hope you've been enjoying the broadcast here from the tournament over the last 3 days, and thankfully we've had pretty good internet connection. So again, we expect to have a smooth broadcast for this.
Oh, careful, Sean! Don't say that.
Okay, I will take that back. Okay, hold on.
You do hope to.
Hold on. Delete.
Yes.
All right. And so as you can see, too, we are back up on the bleachers and we have a white netting in place. So that is a lot easier on your eyes for the folks back home watching. One of the games we were in the crow's nest where we had no netting, and that was an awesome vantage point because we could hear everything that was being communicated to the players by the coaches, referees, and the players to each other and on opposing sides. And so now we are back up here and just kind of killing time, waiting for everything to get going.
Yeah, and that was cool yesterday, too, because we were over by the bench, so we were able to do an interview with Coach Matt before. If anybody, had a chance to watch that, that was neat. It's always great when we can do that. There's a lot of, mental nature of this game of hockey. So, somewhat slow start coming out of our first game of the season and ended up tying, but the boys battled hard and started to kind of get their footing. Then game 2, we played this Genesis team, and it was another really tight game. We ended up winning 2-1. Throughout all 5 games, so we're coming in 4-0-1. Throughout all the games, I think that statistically it's been on our side. Would you agree, Sean? I think we've controlled possession. Definitely outshot the other teams. And yesterday we kind of found our way with some of the, lower seeded teams and started scoring a lot of goals. And then Reston, that was another good test, right?
Right.
A lot of posts, a lot of crossbars. Ended up 3-1. We didn't even give them a chance to pull their goalie at the end because we just kept it in their zone pretty much the entire time. So when this team's clicking and, forechecking and back-checking like they're trained and prepared to do and talking to each other, it can be really, really good. So hopefully they continue here in Game 6 with that kind of mentality, and let's get that banner. It'll make the ride home a lot more fun. An 8-hour drive home or 7.5-hour drive home a lot easier if we have a banner in Coach's car.
Oh, yeah, that would be awesome. And, hopefully we don't run into Arlington, Washington area traffic too much. Toll roads, I am willing to pay.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because at this point, even if it just takes off 30 to 45 minutes, I'm like, it's all good. All right, we have about 1:45 remaining in the warm-up time. Your Raptors are wearing white with blue trim, and Genesis is wearing green with navy blue trim. We will have Mark Mehienko in net starting, and in about a few minutes, coaches will give instructions to the team, and then we will have a face-off at center ice. The rinks here in the Philadelphia area have been pretty impressive. One building had 4 or 5 sheets of ice, another one 3, and I believe this one is also 3. And so there are definitely a lot of ice rinks in this area. And as our boys mentioned, the ice surface here is pretty good. They like it. It's a lot more solid. It doesn't have a sticky feel like our ice back in the Raleigh area because of the humidity.
Yeah, I think we kind of sense that, especially on day one, just having, good ice. The puck just moves a little bit differently than you're used to in practice. So I think they've adjusted that pretty well, and they can realize that good ice is actually a pretty good advantage.
Oh, yeah.
When you're moving the puck well, right?
Definitely. All right, just about 30 seconds remaining. Yeah, the weather here definitely affects the temperature in the rinks. Every morning for our 8:30 or 9 o'clock games, the rinks were freezing. But then once you hit the afternoon and the sun is out, it's actually pretty warm from up here where we're standing. I could almost just be in a T-shirt here and be completely fine. All right, warm-up time is concluded. There you have it.
Let's go, boys.
I've got that really snuggle with one piece fuzzy.
Oh.
Fit that she left a year ago.
Yeah, it doesn't fit in there.
All right, give it to Sam. It'd be a lot more if Fiona fits in it. We're building Pat's shed regular weekend. Small.
All right, you could tell our boys are definitely hungry for this one. Game 6 of this tournament is about to get underway.
Notice that Mark doesn't have his name on the back of his jersey, huh?
Not yet. I think that one's still stuck at. I think that one's still stuck in shipment.
Okay. Yeah, the boys. Our team was already big, but it grew even more year to year. So a lot of kids needed new jerseys.
Yeah. All right. Face off at center ice. Carson Bunny ready for the draw. And Genesis will win that and gain possession of the puck. Skating it, will dump it down. Mehienko will make a save. Pollard with the puck. Pollard will just clear that out. It takes a Raptors bounce. Puck is in the feet. Genesis will send it to the far side. Derlin with it. Derlin will chip that forward, but goes out of play, and we'll have a whistle. Faceoff will be inside the Raptor zone at the far circle. Face off, Peters hits it side. Mejienko will glove that down. And so we will have a face off at the same spot again. Puck is in the feet. Taylor with it, looking to break out. Peters down, forechecking. Puck is in Genesis zone. Taylor racing to get there. Disrupts the play. Puck swings around to the far corner. Burgess trying to meet the defender there. And now Genesis will come down and chip it in. Puck is going to go behind Mejienko to the side. Raptors have it. Taylor with it, looking to clear. But that's going to be icing on the Raptors, so faceoff will come back into the Raptor zone. Mashad in to take the draw. Genesis wins that back at the point. Genesis will dump that down to the near side corner. Nieves uses his body to battle. Raptors come away with it. Mashad with the puck.
We're home.
And now Pollard's trying to get through. Pollard will get through. He'll get to the puck first, looking for a centering pass. Pollard still staying with it. Puck reverses direction. Derlin now trying to get there. And now Genesis coming down the right side. Mashad defending. Good hit by Mashad. Raptors coming through. Mashad gives it to Derlin. Derlin skating. Derlin going down the right side. Derlin all alone, looking for a centering pass. Xander Derlin comes through. Shot didn't miss by much. That shot goes wide left. Goes left. And now Genesis is skating through center ice. And Pollard bats that down. Now Bunny with it. 2-on-1 for the Raptors. Pass was in Reed's feet. Hard to handle. Genesis will swing that down to the near side boards. Pollard comes in to help. Pollard has it. Pollard has it with it. Pollard shoots. Saved by the goaltender. Genesis trying to clear. And that will be icing. And so we'll have a face-off back in the Genesis zone. 12:24 remaining in the first. Scoreless game. Dylan Burgess in to take the face-off. Puck is in the feet. Genesis racing back. Genesis stepping in. Saved by Mejienko. Puck is in the corner. Puck now at the point. Mejienko with the save. Adeda's going to swing it around to Peters. Now, Gonzalez now racing. Gonzalez, one man to beat. Pulls up. Defended well by Genesis. Raptors holding it as Gonzalez was offsides. Puck comes back into the Raptor zone. Rintala back with it. Genesis steals a puck coming down the right side. Blocked shot. And that'll be a penalty on Genesis for interference. And so at 11:38, the Raptors are going to go on the power play for the first time in this game. Shots on goal currently 4 for the Raptors. 1 for Genesis, 1 for the Raptors, and 4 for Genesis. Burgess in, takes the draw. Genesis wins that back. Genesis trying to swing it to the corner. Looking for a clear. Puck's in the feet. Xander Derlin with the puck. Derlin holding it. Tries to get it to Taylor at the far side. Genesis will gain possession and ice the puck. Faceoff will come back into the Genesis zone. 1:09 remaining on the power play for the Raptors. Faceoff will be at the far circle where Dylan Burgess will be at the circle, at the dot. Faceoff. Raptors win that back, but comes out of the zone. Reed is back with it. Reed will give that to Gonzalez. Gonzalez Deeks. But that turnover, Mejienko makes a big save.
The whistle.
Nets off.
Oh, yeah.
46 seconds remaining on the power play. Raptors had some trouble getting possession of that puck, and the face-off will take place in the Raptor zone. Bunny in to take the face-off. Raptors have possession. Peters drops that back. Mashad has the puck. Gives that to Bunny coming down the right side. Bunny's going to look to set up. Bunny gets it to Pollard. Puck's going to swing around to the near side boards. Mashad racing to get there. Mashad takes a hit. Puck is still in the feet. Puck will come out to Peters. Peters gives it to Pollard. Back to Peters. And Genesis is able to clear. Pollard will come back for it. Pollard has space to skate. Pollard still going down. Pollard has time. Pollard now down low, looking for a centering pass. Peters with it at the point. Peters will send that down low. Derlin's going to be there on the far side. And Genesis will clear that. Nieves calling for it. Nieves comes up. Puck bounces off a Derlin's stick. Nieves still battling, and that puck will be held up at the boards right in front of us. And now Genesis coming down, and puck goes through the other side. Burgess will backhand that out. Raptors playing some good defense right now to tie up that puck in the corner. Rintala has to get on his horse to get there first, and puck will be sent up. And now the puck will go down into Genesis zone. No icing. Weinhardt forechecking. Puck now in the near side boards. Nieves has it. Nieves swings it to Rintala. Rintala looking. Burgess with it. Gives it back to Nieves. Nieves is going to hit that forward. Puck bounces, goes down into the slot. Genesis will let that go down. Rintala with the puck. Rintala skating with it. And that'll be icing as the pass by Rintala unable to connect with one of the forwards. And so we'll have a face-off in
You missed not watching the game.
the Raptor zone. 8:42 remaining in this period. Score is still 0-0. Face-off. Mejienko with the save. And Mejienko will cover that up. A little bit of a pinball action there. Mejienko just decides to glove that down. Get a whistle and reset. Mashad face-off. Puck is loose. Mejienko coming up big. And Genesis will take a 1-0 lead off a rebound shot. And so for the first time this tournament, the Raptors are down by 1. And so we will now have a face-off at center ice. Taylor skating. Genesis hits that puck down into the Raptor zone. Pollard with it. Pollard will send that up. Genesis able to keep the puck in. Will bring it down low. Xander trying to swing it to the far boards, but gets held up. Now Derlin comes through with it. Genesis will dump it into the Raptor zone. Looking for Taylor. Taylor has a puck skating down the left side. Taylor dumps that to Bunny. And the Raptors score! Petey with the rebound shot. Game tied at 1 apiece. So the Raptors answer back very quickly with the goal of their own. And now we have a face-off back at center ice. Dylan Burgess in for the faceoff. And Dylan comes up with it. Idetta has it. Idetta swings it to Nieves. Nieves looking. Nieves looking. Will send it up, but goes right to a Genesis player. Idetta defending. Genesis skating it, but Pollard poke checks it away. Tries to clear, but Genesis gets it again and sent it deeper. Nieves will send that up. Pollard has possession of the puck. Pollard's still with it. We'll give it to Derlin. Derlin's going to dump that down. Raptors making a 4-man change. Nieves now decides to come off. Also, 5-man change. Genesis sends it down. Rintala with it. Looking for Mashad. Weiner comes in to help. Weiner with the puck. Rintala sees Reed. Reed will dump that in. And Mashad is going to be on the far side battling for it. Genesis will get the puck and skate it out of the zone, looking for a pass to the winger. Rintala defending. Puck is now in the corner. Puck is loose. Shot goes wide left. That was close. Raptors kind of scrambling, need to get possession of that puck. Kehoe with the puck. And now Reed's with it. Reed's racing. Reed has some time. Reed shoots up to the outside of the net. I think he was at the end of his shift. Reed's going to hustle off and get a change. Derlin comes in, hits that puck forward. Bunny with it. Derlin with it. Derlin will shoot. Puck goes wide. Pollard with the puck. Sees Derlin. Derlin will bring it to the blue line. Pollard with it. Keeps it at center ice. Taylor on the forecheck. Puck is going to come to the near side. Bunny has to get there first, and he does. Taylor with it behind the net. Centering pass. And it looks like there's going to be an interference penalty on Genesis, and so the Raptors will go on the power play for the second time. .5:14 remaining in the first period. 1-1 tie. Genesis first took the lead with a goal, and then Ryan Peters tied the game off a rebound shot. Face off back to Reed. Reed gives it to Derlin. Derlin looking up. Derlin will shoot. Puck is down in the feet. Reed has to come back for it. Genesis has one forechecker on. Reed mishandles the puck. Now Genesis has it. Derlin able to stop a pass as there was a guy coming into the slot. Puck is going to go to the near corner. Genesis tries to clear, and they do. Xander Derlin back to get the puck. 54 seconds remaining in the power play time for the Raptors. Derlin skating. Reed with it. Reed has it. Reed drops it back to Ledger Derlin. Derlin gives it to Reed. Reed will swing it over to Peters. Peters has it at the near side corner. Peters gets boarded. And so we're going to have a 5-on-3 for 30 seconds. All right, the Raptors are setting out their other power play unit. And so we'll have a 5-on-3 for 30 seconds. On the ice, we have Gonzalez, Mashad, Reed, Xander Derlin, and Simon Taylor. It's a crucial moment in this game. Let's hope the Raptors can capitalize on this advantage. This two-man advantage, that is. Referees trying to get the other penalty on the board. And there we go. So we should be getting a face-off in a few seconds. All right, here we go. Face-off in Genesis zone. Raptors 5-on-3. All right, Raptors win that back. Reed quarterbacks at the blue line. Sends it to Xander Derlin. Back to Reed. Reed has it at the point. Gonzalez with it. Back to Reed. Derlin with it. Back to Reed. Shot gets deflected. Derlin has the puck. Gives it to Taylor. Taylor with time. 9 seconds in the 5-on-3. Reed unable to hold it at the blue line, so have to reset. Taylor with it. 5-on-4. Reed will have the puck in his own zone. Will look to break out. Mashad with the puck. Genesis defends and will chip that forward. And now Derlin has it. Derlin with it. Derlin looking. Derlin and Taylor switch sides. Derlin to Gonzalez. Mashad's looking for a pass. Sees Pollard. Pollard with it. Pollard has a chance. Pollard looking for a deflection. Derlin unable to get there in time to keep it in. 17 seconds remaining on the power play. Pollard skating down. Pollard pulls back, looking for a pass. And Mehienko is going to need to, there's no icing. Mehienko needs to get back. Derlin able to recover. And that'll do it for the power play. Full strength. 2:39 remaining in the first period. Weiner coming in. Genesis coming down. Genesis coming down the right side. Will shoot. Idetta with the puck. Will chip that up. Try to get to Weiner. And now Derlin has a chance. Derlin with it. Derlin has it. Derlin shoots. He scores! Beautiful shot by Ledger Derlin gives the Raptors a 2-1 lead late in the first. So at 2:12 in the first, Raptors 2-1. All right, face-off at center ice. Puck is in the feet. Derlin comes away with it. Derlin has a step. Derlin tries to get a shot, but deflected wide. Idetta and Finucane back to defend. Idetta able to steal the puck. Will chip it up to Derlin. Derlin still with it, now clears. 1:45 in the first. Finucane with it. We'll give it to Peters. Peters curls. Peter has speed. Peters going wide. Peter looking to beat him. Peter looking for a pass, gets taken down. Good play by Pollard. Pollard tries to get it to Peters, but just over his stick. Puck is in the feet. Pollard with it. Pollard gets tied up. Nieves able to keep that puck in, but Genesis recovers. Rintala racing to keep that puck. Will send it forward. Puck is in the feet at the far boards. Pollard and Rintala battling for it. 55 seconds remaining in the first period. Puck is loose. Pollard's able to disrupt it, but Genesis has it now going down the right side. Nieves moving his feet. And that shot will go out of play from a weird angle. And so at 41.3 seconds remaining in the game, the Raptors still have a 2-1 lead. Face-off will be at the near side circle. And Mashad will be taking the face-off. Puck is in the feet. Raptors have it. Kehoe back with it. Kehoe chips it out. Reed skating will be on the forecheck. And that will be a shot on goal for the Raptors, but goalie covers it up. We'll have a face-off. Reed lost an edge there, and it actually helped us by getting the puck and a centering pass for a shot. So we have a face-off, far circle. Mashad with the draw, goes back to Kehoe. Kehoe looking for a shot, saved by the goalie. Derlin with it, down low. Mashad battling for it. Taylor comes in to help. Battle for it in the feet. Mashad comes loose with it. Still battle for it. 5 seconds remaining. Oh, almost. All right. So, after 15 minutes of play, your Raptors establish a 2-goal lead. I mean, a 2-1 lead. And now it's time for Dave's thoughts.
Good pace, Sean. I mean, I think both teams came out of the gate ready to play. I think we saw a couple bumps from our team for sure, and this is game 6 of our first tournament, so I think you're definitely seeing a little bit of the fatigue set in. It's a lot this weekend, a lot of battling, so we'll probably see some short shifts, right?
Yeah.
On and off. Save some energy and just keep battling, because I think if you give this Genesis team much space, give them an inch, they have a lot of threats. There's a lot that they can do, so it's going to be hard fought two periods. Fundamentals, like when you see us swipe at the puck so much, that's kind of, that's not really normal. We just got to keep digging in and move our feet and just keep battling, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, just got to keep moving the feet. It did seem like the puck was bouncing a bit. That is kind of hard to control at times. It takes weird bounces, but that's all part of the game. And our boys,
going end to end a lot.
Yeah,
they're burning a lot of calories right now, so it's going to be long 2 periods. This Genesis team, this is their home ice. They sleep in their own beds every day.
Yeah.
They don't have an 8-hour drive ahead of them, so they're naturally going to be a little more rested having mom's dinner last night.
Oh yeah. All right, face off. Pollard back with it. Battle for it right in front of us. Puck comes back to Finucane. Finucane with it. Finucane will swing it around to Gonzalez. Gonzalez tries to chip it out. Gonzalez maintains possession in his own zone. Gonzalez will skate. Gonzalez looking for Weiner. Weiner now with speed. Weiner coming down. Weiner shoots. Save will go wide. Burgess will send that forward. Gonzalez is going to be behind the net. Gonzalez looking for a centering pass. Gonzalez dekes. Gonzalez tries to shoot. Weiner tries to backhand that, but goes behind the net. Burgess looking. Burgess reverses direction. Burgess tries to drop past it. Gonzalez uses his body as a shield. Will send it back to Weiner. Burgess almost able to get there. Puck bounces. Weiner has it. Weiner will send it behind the net. That puck's going to come up to the near side boards. Pollard will shoot. Puck deflects to the far side. Weiner chasing. Pollard able to hit it forward. And now Genesis coming down. Mejienko will glove that down. Good shot by the Genesis winger. But Mejienko able to track that puck and get a whistle. Shots on goal for the Raptors is 8, for Genesis 12. Faceoff will be in the Raptor zone at the far circle. Genesis wins that back. Genesis looking for a shot. Mejienko able to, I guess, send that over the net with a block or a stick save. And that is going to be icing. Yes, it is. So faceoff will come back into the Raptor zone. .13:32 remaining in this period. Faceoff is in the feet. Idetta with it. Idetta's going to go behind Mejienko. Idetta will send it up the boards. And that's a no call by a ref. Bunny got tripped, but play continues. Jolin comes up with the puck. Jolin skating. Jolin with it. Jolin looking. Idetta back to defend. Jolin skating. Idetta able to disrupt that puck. And Jolin there to support. Jolin tries to clear. Michaud comes in. Puck is in the feet. And that'll be, looks like, offsides by Genesis. So we'll have a face-off coming out to, looks like, center ice. Raptors with it. Jolin, excuse me, that's Kehoe. Kehoe skating it. We'll dump it in. Simon Taylor to forecheck. Taylor has it. Looks for a centering pass. Kehoe able to read the play. We'll send that up. Taylor with it now. Taylor looking to pass to the center. Goes behind the net. Taylor will give that to Kehoe. Kehoe shoots. Deflected down, but goes wide. And now Genesis coming down the right side. And that goes wide. Michaud with the puck, skating. Michaud racing down the right side. Michaud looking to cut. Michaud shoots, but it goes through the crease. Taylor racing to get there. Taylor tries to tie it up. Burgess able to keep that puck in, but now it comes off his stick, and so the Raptors have to regroup. Jolin with the puck. Sees Pollard. Pollard going. Pollard enters. Pollard has a chance. Shoot. Blocked by Genesis defender. Weinert disrupts the play. Puck comes off of Jolin's stick. Jolin with it. Jolin will just put that towards the net. Pollard there chasing it. Gives it back to Jolin. Park Pollard back to defend. Raptors swarm the puck and are able to disrupt any shot from coming off. Good job by the Raptors to back check. With the second period at 10:54 remaining, score is still 2-1 Raptors. The Raptors were just offside, and so we will have a face-off again right outside Genesis zone. Excuse me, they moved the face-off to center ice. Puck is in the feet. Genesis will gain possession, and we'll dump that in. Finucane back to retrieve it. Finucane will reverse direction, but now Genesis gains possession of the puck. But turnover by Genesis goes to Carson Bunny. Gonzalez has the puck. Shot by Bunny goes wide. Genesis will swing it around to the near side. But Nieves comes through, gives it to Jolin. Jolin will send it behind the net. Bunny is going to get the puck there. Puck goes behind the net. Gonzalez with the puck. Gonzalez looking for some space. Shot will come through to Nieves. Nieves will send that back down to Gonzalez. Gonzalez curling. Gonzalez has space. Gonzalez shoots. Oh, just over the net. Nieves will hit that forward. Battle for it. Nieves does a great job to keep that puck in. And now the puck comes out. Mashad will race back to get the puck. A few Raptors going off for a change. Mashad with speed. Mashad coming through. Mashad on his horse. Mashad really, really fast coming down. Mashad's going to cut. Mashad looking. And now Idetta has to catch him. And they'll score. And so now it's a tie game. And so at 9:21, we have a tie game, 2-2.
Not bad.
All right, we have a face-off at center ice. Burgess takes the face-off. Genesis coming down. Pollard back to retrieve it. Pollard takes a hit. Genesis will send that down low. Sterling looking to send that up. Genesis not able to keep it in. Puck bounces around. Puck pinballing. And that dump in is going to go on net, and so that will that'll count as a shot on goal, and we'll have a face off. Carson Bunny in for the face off. Rolling with it, gives it to Pollard. Pollard shot, glove down. Good shot by Park Pollard. Carson Bunny in for the faceoff. Gonzalez with it. Gonzalez will shoot, but gets deflected wide. Jordan will send that down, back to Gonzalez. Puck will go into the near corner, where the Genesis winger will pick it up, but Weiner will give it back to Gonzalez. Gonzalez looking for a centering pass will deke. Gonzalez has it down low. Gonzalez curling. Gonzalez still staying with it. Gonzalez dekes. Gonzalez shoots. Puck goes wide. Weiner now will have the puck down low. Weiner will cycle that down to Bunny. Weinart battling. Weinart keeps trying to keep that puck forward. Gonzalez now curling. Gonzalez will shoot. Puck is loose. And that'll be on net, so no icing on the play. Curling trying to get there, but a little too much in front of him. And so at 7:35, we have a tie game, 2-2. Shots on goal, 10 for the Raptors, 13 for Genesis. Caden Mashad in to take the faceoff. And that shot on will be gloved down or covered by the Genesis goaltender. And so we will have a faceoff again at the far circle. Mashad in for the faceoff. Wins that back. Nieves is going to send that down low. And that will not be icing. Not enough on that to cross that line down there. Kehoe will swing that up. But Genesis able to hit it forward. Derlin with the puck will send it up to the boards, but now it's at the point to the defenseman of Genesis. Mashad has it. And now Petey racing. Peter's still racing, tries to get a shot off. Defended well by Genesis defenseman. Genesis looking for a pass. They get it to the winger, and they will dump it in. Puck is tied up down low. Raptors defending. Finucane will have the puck at the far side. Finucane will send it up to the middle in the slot. Dangerous pass there. Shot goes wide. Dolan trying to get there. Takes a bump. David Pollard now racing a beat there, but Genesis able to swing the puck to the far side. Raptors making a change. Pollard able to disrupt the play. Genesis has it. We'll swing it around to the near side boards. But Derlin is there. Derlin will give it to... Derlin hits that forward to Reed. Bunny has it. Reed has it. Bunny in the corner. Derlin with the puck. Derlin shoots. Looking for a deflection. Stick save by the goaltender. Pollard with the puck to Reed. Reed will send that. No look pass, but Derlin not there. Pollard with it. We'll give it to Derlin. Derlin will backhand that in. Puck pinballs Reed. Reed has it. Bunny now trying to stick with the puck. We'll send that a little bit deeper. Reed has it. Puck goes behind the net. And now a possible 2-on-1. Nope, Raptors able to collapse on that puck quickly as Mashad was fresh on the ice. Taylor tries to hit it forward. Mashad able to hit that forward, but now Pollard has it in his own zone. Pollard gives it to Taylor. Taylor coming down the right side. Taylor's going to shoot. Puck is loose. Puck is still loose. And we have a whistle. All right, face off in the Genesis zone. 4:46 remaining in the second period. Tie game, 2-2. Ledger Derlin will take the face-off. Gonzalez comes up with the puck. Gonzalez looking. Gonzalez tries to swing it around. Kehoe's going to have to come in and pinch. Derlin with it. Derlin shoots. Kehoe back for it. That's going to be icing. And so we'll have a face-off back in Genesis zone. Pollard with it at the point. Pollard has time. Pollard shoots, looking for a deflection. Weinert battling for it. Puck is in the feet. Raptors have it at the point. Derlin has space for a shot. Derlin shoots. Glove save goes wide. Weinert with the puck will send it back to the corner. Weinert falls down. Gonzalez tries to stay with it. Puck is going to go behind the net. Weinert tries to get there first. Derlin with it, battles for it. Comes to the near side corner. Derlin pinches. Derlin battling for it in the corner. Gonzalez with it, on his knees. Puck is loose. Weinert has it. Weinert fans on the shot. Derlin has it at the point. Derlin will send low. Gonzalez has it at the far side. Gonzalez tries to deke, but Genesis is able to steal the puck. Derlin able to defend. Puck is loose. Puck pinballing all over the place. Pollard skating. Pollard with speed down the left side. Pollard has a chance to shoot. Pollard shoots. Hard shot will be saved. David Pollard now with it. Shoots. Saved by the goaltender. trying to get there again. Pollard has the puck behind the net. Reverses direction. Puck is in the feet. Raptors trying to maintain it. Peters has it. Peters shoots. Glove save. Raptors putting on a ton of pressure, but the goalie is able to sustain and get a whistle. 2:42 remaining in the second. Very close game. Tie 2-2.
Spending more time up here, though.
Burgess in for the draw.
Couple good shifts there for sure.
And it looks like we have a penalty. So a tripping penalty on Genesis. And so the Raptors power play unit will come back on. Gonzalez in for the draw. And Genesis comes away with it. Trolling with it at neutral zone. We'll send it to Taylor. Taylor tries to get it to Gonzalez, but Genesis able to disrupt the play. Now Genesis comes away with it. Reed has the puck. Reed sends it to Derlin. Derlin will send that up to Peters. Peters gives it to Gonzalez. Gonzalez skating. Gonzalez will come down. We'll give it to Derlin. Derlin looking for a cross pass. Gets deflected to the corner. Taylor with it. We'll give it to Reed at the point. Reed will just shoot. Looking for a deflection. Gonzalez in the corner with it. And Genesis will clear. 35 seconds remaining on the power play. Minute 42 remaining in the period. Reed skating. Reed still with it. Taylor able to keep that in. Taylor skating down the right side. Well, Taylor tries to get a shot away, but good stick by Genesis will clear it out. Reed able to keep the puck in at the point. Taylor with the puck. Taylor drops it back to Pete. Shot. Puck is loose. No one there. Raptors need to charge that net. Dolan with it. Shot. Save. Puck is loose again. Now we have a whistle.
Puck was just sitting there.
And so that'll do it for the power play. And we have a minute 2 remaining in the second period. Face off. Raptors win that back. Puck is in the feet. Raptors need to skate. Derlin defending. Puck will go behind the net. Bunny has the puck. Oh, if that just took a Raptors bounce. Derlin would have been off to the races with that. All right, puck goes back into the Raptors zone. Finucane is going to be there. We'll send it up the near boards. But defenseman pinches. Now the puck is going to go to the far side. 2-on-1. I don't know if that was a good call or not, but it's offsides. And so the faceoff will come right outside the zone. 25.2 seconds remaining in the second period. Shots on goal, 18 for the Raptors, 14 for Genesis. Score is 2-2. All right, face-off. Raptors win that back. Derlin gives it to Rintala. Rintala will dump that in. Weinert chasing. Genesis with the puck. We'll ice that down. And we'll have a face-off come back into the Genesis zone. Burgess in for the face-off. Genesis has it. They're looking for a stretch pass. 3 seconds remaining.
Well, at least that was during the intermission. Yeah, this is a grind, man. It comes down to the third period. Good game. It's a tight game. We just got to dig deep. Some really good flurries in there. I mean, we're ahead on the shot count now, which is great to see. Um, you know, generating a lot of chances. We just got to keep battling.
Yeah, the boys need to keep moving their feet. You could tell there is some fatigue, but the boys are still able to still be resilient. We had a lot of good cycles down low in this period, creating a lot of scrambles, a lot of scoring chances. And you could tell, though, that Genesis is going to, they just tried to cherry pick. And so the Raptors are going to need to be aware of that. All right, we have 15 minutes on the board to start the third. And again, we are a tie game, so it's...
Love to see the power play get going. Right? Our power plays have kind of struggled. I think we've had one power play goal all weekend, maybe two. Well, no, we had a couple yesterday against the Team Philadelphia teams, but
Yep.
yeah, I mean, for the most part, like to get that being a little bit more aggressive. Obviously, their kill unit plays really aggressive, and they put a lot of pressure.
Trickling to the goaltender, and we'll have a whistle. All right, we have a face-off at the near side circle. Caden Mashad ready for the draw. Puck is loose. Adetta comes through to try to poke that forward. Genesis has it down low. And now Raptors looking to break out. Gets it to Burgess. Burgess looking for Taylor. Burgess to shoot. Save. Kehoe shot. Genesis on the break. 1-on-2. Derlin back to defend. And Genesis will score off a rebound. And so they now have a 3-2 lead. So at 13:21, Genesis takes the go-ahead goal. And now the Raptors need to answer back quickly. Finucane with the puck. Give it to Gonzalez. Gonzalez trying to get it to Bunny. Bunny able to still stay with it, but loses his stick. Genesis has the puck. Pass by Genesis goes off the net. And that'll be icing on Genesis. So the faceoff is going to come back into Genesis zone. Bunny in for the faceoff. Bunny will win that back to Rentala. Rentala will send that deep. Puck is in the feet. Gonzalez looking for a centering pass. But now the Genesis gets it and will skate it out of the zone. And we'll dump it in. Rentala with the puck. Bunny in to support. Bunny gets it out to Weinert. Weinert tries to dump it forward. Battle for it, the near side board, far side boards. Nieves with the puck. Nieves tries to get it to Gonzalez. That goes off the Genesis player, so no icing. Gonzalez will send that to the net as he loses an edge, and we have a whistle. Face off at the far circle. Burgess in to take the face off. We'll bring that back to Kehoe. Kehoe's going to chip that forward. Adetta has it at the point. Gives it to Kehoe. Puck's going to come around to the near side. Pollard comes in. Adetta pinches to keep that puck forward. Gives it to Pollard. Now Genesis is able to clear. Kehoe with the puck. We'll send that in. Jorlin forechecking. Burgess able to keep the puck in. Jorlin has it. Jorlin looks for a shot. Saved by the goaltender. And we have a whistle. 11:36 remaining in the third. Raptors down by 1. Genesis leading 3-2. Mashad in for the faceoff. We'll win that back to Pollard. Pollard has it. Pollard looking to get a shot or a centering pass, but goes through to the other side. Finucane sends that down to Taylor. Puck comes to the point. Finucane has it. Finucane will shoot. Glove down. And we'll have a faceoff. Machad in for the faceoff. We'll win that back. Genesis, though, able to steal it. Pollard able to retrieve it. But Genesis able to regain possession of the puck. Now Reed has it. Reed gets... The puck comes off a Reed stick. Finucane has to come back. Finucane will dump it. And now Reed racing down the left side. Rentola hits the puck forward. Jorlin retrieves the puck back. 10:38 remaining. Bunny with the puck, enters the zone. Bunny will shoot, but gloved down by the goaltender. And so we'll have a face-off at the far circle. Carson Bunny in for the face-off. Weiner battling for it. Puck is in the feet. Weiner gets it to the point, but Rentola unable to keep it in. So Raptors have to reset. Rentola with the puck. Skates it to the red line and we'll dump it in. Genesis has the puck. Jorlin able to disrupt the play. Weiner now will dump it in and go off for a change. Peters comes on. Xander Jorlin with the puck will chip it forward. Raptors need to generate something here. Gonzalez battling for it. Puck is going to go to the near side board. Pollard will come in. And Genesis looking to get a clear, and they do. Kehoe skating with it. Kehoe has space. Kehoe coming down, but a wall of Genesis players will disrupt that, and a shot by Pollard goes out of play. So we have a face-off at the near side circle. 9:19 remaining. Not a whole lot of time left in this period. Raptors need a goal to tie.
John, can you do me a favor? Can you find a place and plug that in?
Face
Died
off.
on me. I'm afraid I'm going to lose my
Genesis comes up with it. And now they skate down the left side.
Thank you.
Burgess back checking. Shot. Puck is in the feet. Kehoe tries to skate through, but puck is deflected off his stick. Now Burgess will dump that in. Ledger Jorlin on the far side will hit that forward. Jorlin trying to stay with it. He does, looking for a centering pass, but it hits the net. Gonzalez steaks. Gonzalez still has it. Gonzalez looking. Gonzalez shoots. Shot goes wide. Puck is loose. Puck is in the feet. Jorlin shoots. Shot goes wide. Puck is loose. Jorlin has it right there. Jorlin's going to curl. Reed with the puck. Reed skating. Reed has space. Reed's going to enter the zone. Mashad will skate down the right side, drops it back to Pollard. Pollard will shoot, but deflected to the corner. Puck is loose. Genesis will send it up to the far side boards. Pollard's going to be there. Gives it to Jorlin. Jolin has to hustle back and disrupts that puck from going past him as Genesis winger was right towards the blue line of the Raptor zone. 7:53 remaining in the third. Still 3-2 Genesis. Carson Bunny in for the faceoff. Finucane has the puck. We'll send it to Rintala. Bunny will send that deep. Taylor racing to get there first, but Genesis winger's there. Genesis coming out, looking for a cross pass, and they'll send that down. Mejienko will just cover that up, and we'll have a whistle. 7:30 remaining in the third. Raptors have to dig deep, looking for a game-tying goal. Bunny will take the face-off. That was a tricky save for Mejienko. And now Taylor coming down the right side. Taylor shoots. Save by the goaltender. Puck bounces over. Ideta's back to retrieve it. Ideta will give that to Finucane. And Finucane will chip that down. Pollard racing to get there. Pollard using his body to shield the puck. Puck will go to Kehoe. Kehoe's going to send that to the net, saved by the goaltender. Puck goes behind the net. Kehoe with it, will chip it forward. Kehoe still staying with it. Centering pass. Puck bounces up in the air. Puck is still onside. Raptors need to forecheck. And that'll be icing on Genesis. 6:23 remaining in the period. Faceoff will be in the Genesis zone. Caden Machad in for the faceoff. Genesis win that back. Puck is going to go to the far corner. Gonzalez tries to gain possession, and he does. But the puck is in the feet. Gonzalez able to maintain it. Machad has it. Puck is loose. Machad with it. Looking for centering pass. We'll give it to the point. Dolan has it. Dolan shoots. Puck is deflected up. Puck is loose. And the goaltender will cover that up. And so at 5:55 remaining in the third, Genesis still protecting their 1-goal lead. Puck is in the feet. Gonzalez will send that to Pollard. Pollard looking for a tip. Reed will get the puck. Reed will swing it around to I don't know what the whistle was. Maybe a goalie lost a piece of equipment, but line changes taking place. So we have 5-on-5 still. Carson Bunny in for the faceoff. Raptors win that back. Derlin with it at the point. Derlin looks for Taylor. Taylor's going to swing it to Pollard. Pollard to Derlin. Derlin shoots. Puck deflects to the corner. Pollard has it at the point. Pollard shoots. Hits the post. Very close. Bunny with it. Taylor will send it back to Pollard. Pollard with the hard shot. Reed with the puck. We'll send it to Bunny. Bunny battles for it. Bunny will chip it forward to Reed. Reed looking for a centering pass, but it's going to be covered up by the goaltender again. 5:01 remaining in the third. Burgess in to take the face-off. Genesis will clear. Nieves will have to chip that forward. Burgess forecheck. Derlin's going to be there in the corner. We'll send the puck to opposite direction. Weinart racing to get there. Nieves has it at the point. Nieves will send that down to Derlin. Puck is loose. Derlin has the puck at the far boards. Rintala with it. Rintala will send that down. Weinart has the puck. 4:25 remaining in the third. 3 Raptors in the corner. Derlin shoots, but it's going to carry him around to the far side. Rintala has the puck out in the center ice area. Nieves will chip that forward. And now Genesis enters the zone. Genesis will shoot. Puck is loose. Puck is still loose. Raptors just have to clear. 4 minutes remaining in the period. Genesis will dump that in and go off. Nieves will swing that up to Mashad. And now Peters coming through, gets taken down. And that'll be a power play for the Raptors. And so 3:43 remaining in this game. The Raptors have a crucial power play. And let's see what Coach Cross decides to do.
So when our world of technical difficulties, with the games being so close together, the battery pack didn't get 100% charged and we burned through all the batteries. I'm at about 10% here. I don't even know what my mic is. I lost my mic. So if I lose the feed here, I'm just going to go YouTube direct. So people will just have to switch over to that.
Okay. In case you haven't heard, so because we had an earlier game, the power supply on the computer screen is at 9% now. It just dropped 2% within about a minute. And so our apologies if the feed goes out before the game ends. Dave said that if that does happen, he will have to just connect YouTube Direct and go from there. But right now, it is 3-2 Genesis. The Raptors have a minute 30 of power play time, and there's 3 minutes and 43 seconds remaining in this game. So a very crucial power play for the Raptors. They need a goal to tie. And the timeout is over, and so the Raptors will be coming out, and the faceoff will be in Genesis zone.
Literally no.
Guys, it's the Genesis power. I think you said power. Like, that's the thing. It's you guys.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
So we'll still broadcasting now.
As soon as it dies, that's this way.
Okay. All right, all crucial power play. Burgess in to take the draw. Puck is in the feet. Genesis will gain possession of the puck and just clear. Burgess with the puck. Burgess racing down the side. We'll drop it to Taylor. Taylor will swing it over to Gonzalez. Gonzalez looking for a quick winger to cut. And the pass was too hard for Derlin. And so it comes out of the zone. Minute remaining on the power play for the Raptors. Burgess gives it back to Derlin. Derlin being patient. Derlin looking. Derlin curls. Derlin gives it to Burgess. Burgess gives it to Reed. Reed looks to center. Puck comes out to the side. 36 seconds remaining. Shot. Puck is loose.